Hi, and welcome to the fourth of the series tutorials on collecting and visualizing urban informatics and modeling data. This tutorial will teach you how to export data from Aurin and visualize it in Mapbox. Once you've navigated to the Aurin portal, you can select your area two ways, by using the area selection or a boundary box. By selecting the globe next to area selection, you'll be able to narrow down a country, state, and refine an area in more detail, or use the search bar. By selecting the boundary box, you can then draw and move the box around to your designated area, in this case, Melbourne CBD. Once your box is in place, in the data panel, select Browse, and in the keywords, search your dataset. Then navigate and find your dataset. Select the attributes you wish to show on the map. So in this case, land use type and average building heights. Also ensure that the geometry field is ticked. Then add and go to dataset. First, you'll see the dataset appear in your data dialog box here, and then the data will also show. You can then close the dataset, and by clicking on the spanner, select Display on Map. You can change the opacity of the fill, line or stroke, and the stroke's width if you wish to. Then select Update and Display. You'll then see the data appear on the map. And if you zoom in and hover over, you'll also see the attributes that we've selected, so the average height and the land use type. To export this data so we can visualize it in Mapbox, selecting the spanner again, go down to Download SHP, so download the shapefile. This will then save to your computer as a zip file. Once the dataset has downloaded, navigate to the Mapbox website. Now, as I've shown in my last tutorial how to create a map from a blank template, I'll be using a basic one which already has layers added to it. So by selecting Basic and choosing a color variation, Customize Basic. Once the map opens, we'll then bring in the data we've just saved. First, we want to change the location to Melbourne, as that's where the data is set. And then by zooming in to the CBD. To import the data, select Layers, Add New Layer, and then Upload Data. And you want to select the zip file from the computer. And then confirm. A pop-up will show, so you can see the progress of its uploading. Once the data is uploaded, under Source, select the arrow and locate the dataset. So the flood mapping building, and then select again. This will import the data onto your map. Select Style, and then you can change the color of the building footprints and the opacity. If you hover over the buildings, you'll be able to see everything that's imported on the map currently. If you select Components and then go to Buildings and toggle on the 3D building option, the buildings will just then generate as 3D so that you can see the footprint and the 3D buildings. And that's how you can visualize data from Aurin in Mapbox. Thanks.